My name is Adam. I've always been fascinated by the unknown, the eerie stories that lurk in the shadows of forgotten places. That's why, when I heard about a cursed well in the outskirts of Semarang, Indonesia, I couldn't resist investigating. Locals spoke of it in hushed tones. They said the well was ancient, predating any records. Some believed it was once a place of sacrifice, others swore it was a prison for something not meant to be freed. The few who dared to approach it at night never returned, or came back changed. One evening, I set out with my camera and flashlight. The desert wind whispered through the ruins around me, carrying a strange, almost sorrowful wail. The well stood there, gaping like a black hole, deeper than I could see. My flashlight barely illuminated its sides, revealing strange carvings worn away by time. I lowered a small rock inside. No sound. Just silence, heavy and unnatural. That's when I heard it, a faint whisper from below. I leaned in, holding my breath. It wasn't the wind. It was a voice. The words were barely audible, but they were there. I pulled out my phone to record. Suddenly, a force, cold and unseen, grabbed my wrist. I stumbled back, my flashlight slipping to the well. Then, I heard from the darkness, a laugh, low, guttural, inhuman. I ran. I don't remember how I got back to my car, but when I did, my hands were trembling. That night, I had nightmares of something climbing out of the well, something old and hungry. Days later, I checked my phone. The recording was corrupted, except one part, distorted, shocking whisper.
You look too long. Now I can see you.
Since then, I've felt watched. Shadows move where they shouldn't. At night, I hear whispers outside my window. I should have never gone near that well. After that night, my life was never the same. The feeling of being watched never left me. No matter where I went, it followed. At first, I tried to be rational. Maybe it was all in my head, till things started happening more. One night, while staying in my hotel room in Semarang, I woke up to a faint tapping on the window. It was past midnight. My room was on the 3rd floor, there was no way anyone could be out there. Slowly, I turned my head. Something was there. Not a person, not an animal, just a shadow. But not the kind cast by light. This shadow was alive, pulsing. As if it was breathing. My chest tightened, I couldn't move. And then, I heard it, the same whisper from the well.
You look too long.
The shadow slowly faded, slipping back into the darkness outside. But I knew it wasn't gone, it was still there. Watching. After that, sleep became impossible. Even when I left Semarang, I felt it with me. In the airport, on the plane, in the streets of London, I always sensed something just out of sight. Every night, I dreamed of the well. I was inside it, unable to move. Heavy breathing echoed from the darkness. Something was climbing up the walls, getting closer. Just before I could see it, I'd wake up. But the worst part, every time I woke up, there was a shadow in my room. Then, things started shifting in reality. Objects moved on their own. Doors creaked open in the dead of night. One night I woke up and saw something written on my bedroom wall. You have to go back. I can't run anymore. If you're hearing this, know that I've returned to Indonesia. I have to go back to the well. Maybe there's a way to stop this. Or maybe I'll never return.